welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Simran Jain, and if you're seeing this face for the very first time, then I make videos on studying in UK, productivity, lifestyle and much more. In today's video, we are going to talk about a topic that affects all of us, and that is procrastination. We all know how frustrating it can be to keep things aside and to procrastinate it and then feel guilty about it later on. So in today's video, we are going to talk about why do we actually procrastinate, what are the reasons behind it, and how can we tackle it. Some practical tips so that you don't procrastinate ahead. We all together will create a positive, productive space for each one of us. If you find this video helpful, make sure to share it with your friends. Like this video and drop a comment. Subscribe to my channel for more such amazing videos and vlogs. First thing first, we are going to discuss why we actually procrastinate. What are the main reasons behind it? So the number one reason is fear of failure. So often we come across tasks which we find that is out of our league, or we are too afraid to do it. We are too afraid to even start it, that by the fear that we are not gonna finish it, we are gonna fail. It can be a project that is out of our league. It can be maybe looking for a job and we might think that we are not capable of getting that job. It can be anything, literally anything, in which we think that we are incapable of doing it, or we are just afraid somewhere. For example, if you are in a school, it can be maybe becoming student of the year, or it can be being a topper of the college, being a topper of a school, something like that, which makes us feel that we are incapable of doing it, or which makes us afraid. So this is one of the reasons of procrastination. So let's suppose if I'm preparing for an exam which in my mind I'm already like incapable of getting it, I would procrastinate. I won't study for it, because every time I sit to study, I'll think that, oh, I anyway can't get it, so why would I even study? I anyway cannot achieve the result which I want, so why would I even study? So the fear of failure is number one reason of procrastination. Number second, which is one of the most common reason which I see around me, is perfectionism. So we often see people waiting for the perfect moment to start something. Let's suppose many of you would be like waiting for the perfect moment to be a content creator. For example, because I have seen many of my friends who want to actually start content creation, but they are waiting for that perfect moment. Maybe if I'll go abroad, then I'll start it. Maybe if I get this job, then I'll start it. Maybe if I have a better space, maybe if I have a better home, maybe if I have a better aesthetic background. But there is no such thing as perfect. So stop falling into the trap of perfect. Nothing is perfect. You have to adapt the situation, and you have to make the most out of your situation. And perfectionism also makes me remember of people who always wants to make things perfect. Let's suppose if a person is in a situation where everything is perfect. They have a perfect background, perfect backdrop, perfect equipments, everything is going really good. But still, they are not happy with the video. They might think that, oh, the video which I have edited is not the most perfect thing to go out on internet. And they run behind perfectionism. It can be for your marks, it can be for literally anything, a project, a presentation maybe. There is nothing such as perfect. When you give your 100%, this is what I want to say you, that when you give your 100% for something, that's it. That product is beautiful in its own way. It does not need to be perfect. It is beautiful because you have given your 100%, and you should be proud of it. So there is no such thing as perfect timing, or perfectionism, or perfect product. Everything is beautiful. Whatever you have, whatever situation you are in, whatever you have created, make the most out of it. Believe in yourself and take that first step. Do not procrastinate. Number 3 reason to procrastinate is lack of motivation. For example, if I want to do a task which is not exciting in my head, which is not fruitful in my head, there can be so many people amongst us who don't enjoy cleaning as much. So this task, they will procrastinate. They will procrastinate it for ages and they won't clean their room. Why? It is because of the reason that that task does not excite them. It is not interesting enough to be fulfilled. That can be one more reason. And there are so many such tasks in our day-to-day life. Cleaning is just a very small example. It can be anything related to your work, it can be anything related to your studies, it can be related to your family problem, etc, etc. It can be anything, but things that don't excite us, things that does not seems interesting to us, we are very much likely to procrastinate it. So number 4 reason of procrastination can be overwhelmed. When you are too overwhelmed by the task, it seems too big or too complex to you. Let's suppose I'm working on a project and it is too huge, it contains of so many small chunks, but I don't know where to start it from. So every time I sit to do it, I'm just overwhelmed by the task, I don't know where to start it from, and that is when I'm more likely to procrastinate that task. Last but not the least, it is distraction. So you can be distracted by anything to achieve your task. It can be mobile phone, it can be your inbox of email, it can be Instagram, YouTube, or else there are endless distraction. There can be friends, there can be party, it can be anything. But whenever you are distracted to do something, you are more likely to procrastinate, because we all have got 24 hours, but it really depends on how we use that 24 hours. Now that we have discussed why we actually procrastinate, we will discuss how we can overcome this situation. Number first is break tasks into the smaller steps, because large tasks can be very intimidating and we are very likely to procrastinate if it is a large chunk. So make sure you divide your task into small approachable tasks, and the best way to do is sit, journal, write everything down, plan it out of how you can break it into smaller pieces. And planning and breaking it into smaller pieces will make you feel more positive towards it, and you are more likely to do it because you will think that it is now achievable. Till the time you are not gonna break it into smaller pieces, it is gonna look like a huge unachievable task. But the moment you break it, you're gonna feel more productive, because you will know that you have already took one step ahead. You are more likely to do smaller tasks because you are already in a state of flow. Number 2 is setting specific goals. So once you have broke your task into smaller chunks, you will still need to break it into some specific achievable goal. So let's suppose you want to write 1000 page in your essay. You're gonna give yourself a timeline that I'm gonna finish 10 pages today, 10 pages tomorrow, and hence by the end of the week I'm gonna have 70 pages. Or else if you're gonna work for 5 days, by the end of the week I'm gonna have 50 pages, etc. So specific goals are really important, specific measurable goals, to be honest. You can make your daily goals, your weekly goals, and monthly, and this is how you're gonna achieve the smaller chunk and hence going forward the bigger goal at the end of the day. The third is my favorite, and it is called pomodoro technique. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use a timer. You're gonna be at a place where there is literally no distraction, and you're gonna work for 25 minutes straight, take a break of 5 minutes, work for 25 minutes straight, take a break of 5 minutes, and so on and so forth. You do 25 minutes of focus work, deep work for 4 times, and after 2 hours you take a longer period of break. And the longer period of break is of half an hour, 10 or 15 minutes, not more than that. And then you sit again. This is how it works, that you sit for 2 hours, but you really make most out of it and you do deep work. Because it is not important of how much time we spend on a particular task. It is important that how much deep work we have spent behind that task to make it more fruitful and more productive. 4 is eliminating distractions. So you can eliminate all the distraction that you have. It can be turning off your notifications, it can be keeping mobile phone away from you, it can be anything that you are distracted by, and you can keep it away from yourself. I've read this study somewhere that the minute you keep your phone in front of you somewhere, you are very much likely to pick it up and be distracted. Whereas if you completely hide it from where you are sitting and you completely out of your sight, you are very less likely to be distracted from the mobile phone. So try it next time. Remove all the distraction from the place, remove all the batch notification, etc. that can distract you while working on your mobile phone as well. So remove all of that and you will be ultimately productive. Number 5 is reward yourself. So once you have achieved a smaller task, just reward yourself, because that is gonna motivate you to move ahead and move forward and achieve more, and hence you will reach to your goal in a very positive way. Because at the end of the day, it is not about the goal, but it is about the journey, and you should enjoy your journey rather than focusing on the end result as well. Number 4, last but not the least, find yourself an accountability partner. Share your goal with someone whom you are accountable to. This will not only add a layer of responsibility, but will also encourage you to take steps ahead. And lastly, this is one of my favorite, that when you want to do something, the best thing that you can do is not think much and just get started, because it is all about getting started. And with this, I have come to the end of this video. There you have it, effective strategies to overcome procrastination. And if you have liked this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and let me know in the comment section which was your favorite part of this video. And also, it is all about taking small consistent step that is gonna take you forward in the goal. And never ever lose your hope, and never feel that you are incapable of doing something, because you are always capable of doing anything that you really want to do. Just give you 100%, be consistent, do smart work, do hard work, and follow Simran Ji for more such amazing tips and tricks. Until that time, take care, bye bye, see ya.